Hello and welcome back to our mini series where today we talk about the project that turned us tiny. And by that, I mean how we kind of evolved into the tiny living space.
Yeah.
So currently we are in that origin story. This is our studio build that was, this used to be a tack room for like horse
Yeah.
feed and saddles.
When we bought this house, the person that lived here, they had horses, and there's a giant arena outside the front door. And she used this place as storage. And so we did too. And it just became a catch-all. And then we decided to clear it out and make it a space.
Yes. So when we first got this place, like he said, it was our storage shed and it was just open studded walls, one door, and plywood base. And
It was concrete base.
I'm sorry, a concrete base.
It was really nice.
Yeah, it actually is a really nice structure. And I believe I came up with this idea.
Yeah.
I did. I came up with it.
I don't
Toot
know how
my horn. Toot toot.
how I said yes. That's a massive project.
Yes. Well, I don't think you did at first. So I originally was looking into different ADUs, and then all of a sudden I was like, we have a building. We have it all. And so why don't we just convert it into a living space? And at the time, we had never tackled a DIY. I mean, this was a full-fledged renovation. Huge.
It was not a renovation. It was a build.
It was a build. Huge project. Never have we tackled something like this. And I don't think that we would have if we didn't have the Blanche manager, AKA Chad's father-in-law, Grandpa Rich.
Stepdad.
Father-in-law. My father-in-law.
Yeah.
Stepdad. And he definitely helped us in every aspect. But this was such an amazing build that really, really grew our confidence, especially mine, with some of the projects that I tackled. So we will give you a tour and show you the befores, the afters, and every project that we did along the way. Door exterior, possibly the fridge, and then a corner cabinet with an upper on the left, and then an extra cabinet right there, open shelving, and then possibly the sink there, another corner cabinet with upper on top and open shelving, and then this would be the oven stove with a micro range, and then a little 1-foot cabinet and the opening to the bathroom.
Hey guys, welcome. We are going to give you the tour of our little tiny home studio that kind of started everything tiny in our DIY world. So come with me.
Welcome to my crib. So come on in. This is the studio. Let me shut the door behind us. So basically this space was this square. There was no doors on either side. It was just a box and studded walls. So one of the biggest DIYs that I couldn't believe I accomplished was this kitchen. So because it was such an odd, like kind of shaped kitchen, and we were really trying to keep down on cost, and wood had not been really high priced at the time, I actually built all of these cabinet bases from scratch, and I had never tackled something like that before. Now, looking back, there are a few errors, but I still am extremely proud. And even like these are all like corner units. I made every door, every cabinet base in here, and we installed them. And then a few other really budget-friendly DIYs that we did was, instead of paying for tile, we didn't have any money at the time and nobody was collaborating with me. So this is actually just really thin utility like plywood, and I ripped it down into 6-inch strips, and I created a shiplap backsplash that was super, super affordable, and I absolutely love how it looks. We got IKEA countertops and sinks. I made these floating shelves, one of my favorite ones that I've ever made. And I also created faux beams in all of the corners just to give it a little character. And I think we actually had to do that because there was no way to.
Well, what it was is in the corners there were
huge beams.
huge beams,
They were
like
very
pressure
ugly.
treated. Yeah, and so they're kind of like a facade, right?
So these are hollow, but they covered those beams to make them look cute. And this actually was another thing that I created, these beams, because this was a seam of the drywall. So we just added a beam going across, and you can see I continued them down onto the ground and in these two back corners. So this was the existing structure, and to give it a little more bedroom, living room, kitchen space, all I did was create a 1x2 slat wall that kind of gave a little separation, but still kept it open. And you can utilize the bed or the couch to watch TV.
Yeah.
Super cozy space, and I absolutely love the design. We did a geometric feature wall on this back wall. Super inexpensive, but gives it a little character. And I will show you the additions that we added. So, like I said, this was completely enclosed. First, this was the biggest part of this renovation. We cut a hole in the wall that led to the outside, but we created a bathroom in here. So we don't need that. So if you come in here, this was all added on. Because we were working with limited space, we added, I believe, 6 feet. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I believe it's 6 feet that we added on, and it was just a box. So I figured we could make the closet and the bathroom all one. So I found this off of Facebook Marketplace and put a tapestry in the back and a couple rods and made it a cute open shelving kind of closet space that is open to the rest of the bathroom. So this was also one of the best finds that I ever found. Pretty sure it was an illegal guy, but I don't know. Facebook Marketplace, brand new in the box, marble top, beautiful vanity, and I think we got it for $400. So this was,
He told us that there's products that fall off the truck, and when they fall off, they're no good anymore. And so this guy's garage,
he had a lot of products.
He had a lot of products, and we're pretty sure he just like took them after thinking about it, but it was a good.
But we didn't know that. That was all assumptions.
Yeah, we don't know that, but it was a good deal.
And then the only, this was the really big addition that we did, is putting a full shower and a little hidden storage. But the whole point of this was such a huge undertaking for us to complete. And it's absolutely exactly what I was thinking in my mind when I was designing it. And I think we put so much into this space where I was like, this is where I want a plug here, a light fixture here, beam here. Like I had to lay out and plan absolutely everything of a space, and I've never had to do that before. And for it to actually have turned out the way we wanted is amazing. And we still, to this day, rent it out to travel professionals, usually nurses or speech therapists. And we just happened to be in a week-long vacancy, so we got you a video. Let me show you the last addition that we added on, and it's right through this way.
Check out the shower though. It's super sweet, and it's on a tankless, so they have a tankless hot water heater, and they just got unlimited hot water. It's really nice. Super functional, tiny space.
So that was the one doorway we added, and this is the other. So we needed to have, we wanted to have outdoor space because we only had these 2 existing windows up here, and I didn't want them to feel so boxed in. So we added this, we added this outdoor space. Come out this way. It's very bright out here. And so basically we just had these storage sheds from our house already. There was this little tiny opening space. So we just built some really tall walls on both sides to give them privacy along with us privacy, and put some turf in and created a nice little outdoor space that they can keep open if they want. Or
Yeah, it's really nice because the turf obviously doesn't need any maintenance at all. And there's a drip line going around. We usually have plants out here, but yeah, it's just really cozy. And then they have French lights actually going all the way around here. So at nighttime we turn these on, and it is like the cutest spot you'd ever see.
come on back in. So with all that said, this is basically the build that turned us tiny, as we like to say. Once we were able to complete this small space, we realized how much we love creating these cozy little tiny homes. And even every time our tenants move out, we come down here and we're just like, God, we could live in this little space. Like, it's so cozy and perfect. But this is kind of the launching pad for us to get tinier and tinier, where we moved on to the RV aspect of tiny living. This was the project that I would say really gave us the confidence to tackle such large scale projects that we do now, and really made us focus more on how to pack as much functionality into tiny spaces. And it's just so fun to come up with new creative ways to do so. So this was the origin story of how we started moving into tiny builds. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and let me know if you have any tiny builds that you were thinking of completing. And I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe below, and we will see you next time.